All right, we have Bonita seniors on the left, heavyweight. Say your name for me, would you?
Zion Longsine.
And 145-pound.
Ethan Barrile.
Ethan, you won by points today. Tough 40-39 loss, but you guys took the defending champs to the wire. Aside from the disappointment in the loss, though, tell me about your match, and then how proud are you of your guys tonight?
My match was tough. I just came out there and wrestled my game. That's basically all I did. I'm so proud of my team tonight. Everyone wrestled hard. A lot of people did more than I expected them to, but we just need to stay off our backs next time we get this one.
Do you feel like Alta Loma might have taken you guys for granted?
Yeah, I think they did, actually.
Okay.
I think they came out a little bit soft in the first few matches.
Okay. So you come on in the last match, and unfortunately you guys were down 7, so your pin got up to within 1, but you dominated throughout. How frustrating was it to know that the match was basically over, but that you also dominated your opponent?
Honestly, to know that match was over, I think gave me all the more incentive to just go out there and wrestle like I've been wrestling all year. Right now, we know this isn't the end of it. We know that there's still 2 more league matches, and anything can happen in wrestling. People can get stuck that weren't supposed to get stuck. And we're just looking forward to the next 2 matches.
Well, not only that, but the best of your season is still yet to come.
And the fact that we have another 6 weeks, if we go all the way, that's the most exciting thing in this all. Ethan would agree with me on that.
And that our team will also get another shot at them for the ones that lost in
at league finals, right? Okay. Yeah. So another thing was, I've covered Rob since he was at South Hills, and he was telling me you guys were the 2 guys to watch for. But aside from you guys, who are some guys that you really felt, maybe each of you can name a couple guys, who really stepped up tonight for you guys?
Of our 106 and 113.
Can you name them?
Chris Castanave at 106. He came out and he lost his guy in preseason, and he was nervous and jittery, but
he pinned his guy, right?
Yeah, he pinned his guy in the first period. He dominated his guy.
And then Gio Yanez at 113, he came out big too. He stuck his guy. Proud of him.
Okay. Yeah. So going forward really quickly with you, I know when I talk to any wrestler, it's to get to state, do well at state. What is your goal as a senior with the rest of the season? What are you capable of individually?
I'm capable of making it to state, but I want to place at state this year. That's my goal.
Okay, same thing with you?
My goal is to give the 2 colleges I'm looking at, Vanguard and Doane, I want to give them the best look at me so that way they feel confident and I'm not like an insurance policy that they might have to go back and change later.
So would it be fair to say that Bonita Wrestling is not something people can take for granted?
Bonita Wrestling in the future, I feel like we're going to come out and dominate. And that everyone's going to take that with a grain of salt on this team. This loss tonight, everyone's going to take this with a grain of salt. And the fact that we haven't won league since 1985. And people look down on us constantly for it. And I think everyone's going to take it with a grain of salt from now on.
Okay, last question for you. What are you most proud of tonight? Not necessarily who, but as a group, what are you most proud of?
I'm proud that we kept wrestling throughout the whole match. Like, no one gave up on their back or anything.
Okay.
I really noticed that.
Okay. All right, this is Bonita head coach Rob Froh. Coach, I know you're disappointed you lost 40-39, but you guys battled your butts off. And from everybody I've talked to, Alta Loma in many ways came in here thinking that, you guys not going to lay down, but that they were going to have a pretty simple night. How proud of you? First of all, how proud of your guys are you?
I don't think I could be prouder. Like you said, they battled. We were pretty much in just about every match. Some of them just didn't come out in our favor, but the kids, for them to come back after we went down by quite a few, and a couple of our key guys lost that we thought were going to win, and they just, we got a couple of big wins from a couple of kids, and you could feel the energy and the momentum coming back. I'm super proud of this team.
Out of respect for Alta Loma, because they win every year, what did they at least do well enough to win this match?
Well, and I told our guys after watching the JV match, one of the things that they're going to do is they're going to wrestle the whole time. They're going to wrestle a whole match. They're not going to, kind of put their heads down and just kind of coast through the end. A couple of those JV matches, they tied it up or they won it right at the end, and you can tell they battled. Even when they were down in a match, they were never out of it. Coach Dalton over there does a great job with those kids, and they never rebuild like I told him. They kind of retool every year, and those kids, they just keep coming.
I can still remember covering them when they had Jacob Leone and all those guys. Year in and year out. Who are some guys tonight? I mean, you told me about Zion and you told me about Ethan. Look out for those guys. Who are some guys that really stepped up that maybe surprised you a little bit?
Well, our first two kids stepped up huge.
Can you name them?
Our 106-pounder, Chris Casanave. He had wrestled that kid before and lost to him in a tournament. It was like a cross-off JV tournament. But to come out and get a pin to get us started really was big. He was super excited. He's been working really hard. His older brother, wrestled for me a few years ago. Gio Janez, our 113-pounder, has been wrestling 20s all year. And
also won by pin, right?
Yes, and he won by pin. I asked him to cut down, and he was kind of a little hesitant, but he did it, and I just felt like we had
He's
a better
like, you
matchup.
cut down, Froh.
Yeah, I know. I need to, but that was big. 152-pounder. Gets caught in that cradle.
What's
in the
his
first
name?
Period. Jack Harmon.
Okay.
Gets caught in that cradle in the first period, stays off his back, and then comes back and gets a big pin for us. Those were the ones that kind of stand out to me right now. Yeah.
So I didn't realize this, but you guys still have a couple more just road matches, league matches. Then you have league finals, and so there's a long way still to go.
Yes.
I know this is a hard question to answer, but where are your guys in terms of where they should be, where you want them to be for this time of the year?
We're doing well, and I think our conditioning is good. We can, fine tune some things. Definitely. I mean, you could see it out there tonight. I mean, we were a little sloppy in some of our weights. We had some young kids that we threw out there. I mean, it was the first time our 170-pounder Dylan Pazos wrestled varsity, first time ever.
Can you lovebirds get off, please?
It was the first time our 220-pounder Drake Whiteside wrestled varsity. I mean, ever. I mean, so you're going to make those kind of young guy mistakes. So we can definitely tighten that up.
So I know, Coach Podley, Coach Bogan, all these guys were your AD, so proud of the kids, so proud of the program. Other than the competitiveness, just the fact that they came in and first of all, you were that close to winning.
Yeah.
Do you think this kind of sets the bar for what Bonita Wrestling's gonna be, should be?
I hope so.
Okay.
I hope so.
Okay.
I mean, we've been building.
Okay.
And I told the kids that this is their year, and unfortunately we're a little short here, but I think we still got a shot.
Yeah.
We got to win next week, but we still got a shot at this.
Okay.
Time.